Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. How are we all? I hope you've had a nice week so far. Today we're back in the garage again. We're going to do something, revisit one of the issues I've been having with the car where it just won't get up the temperature. So yeah, today I'm going to strip down the, take out the intercooler, take off the inlet manifold, and you know, we'll identify them leaks and sort them leaks you've seen in the other video, and we'll get a look at the cooling system. I use a swivel neck type K20 eBay job. You've probably seen them before, probably be on one of the older videos. But yeah, it's running like 67 degrees, maybe 68 degrees, and in turn what that does is it keeps my oil too cool as well. And you know, you do want a bit of heat, you don't want to have them too cool. Not only that, as it plays with my corrections also. So yeah, this here, I bought this, it's from a CRV, Honda CRV. They're all pretty much the same stats and the housings between the K20 series. And yeah, this is the standard type thermostat. And as you can see there, it just basically fits inside here, and the heat fluctuates whether this opens or closes. And these are ones I bought off eBay, two different types. I think this one's off Vauxhall Corsa, which run at like 92 degrees. Like that's maybe a bit too hot. This one here says 82 degrees, so I'll probably end up using this one. But what we'll do is take the one out of the car just now, and we'll stick these in a pot with some boiling water, and we'll see which one opens. So yeah, first things first, I'll take off the intercoolers, just a couple of clips, fire out these bolts here. In fact, I could probably just leave them in. I'll take the fuel lines off, take the injectors off, lift that loom out the way, and I've just got some bolts holding this inlet manifold on. We'll take them off, and that'll give me plenty of room to work down there. Yeah, so all I need to do is take off this. This is the one that goes to my brake servo. This one's your map sensor, and this one's here for fuel pressure reference. And this one here is just the air temp. Yeah, I'll need to bear that noise a wee second. It's just draining all my coolant onto my floor. I forgot to put a pan down, but it's fine. Anyway, so this is the setup I've got just now. It's just the standard sort of style, obviously with the swivel neck to try and help me get the coolant to the front of the car. What I'm going to do now is I'll take off that Jubilee clip down there, and I might actually pull this full system off. I'm going to simplify, you know, all these pipes coming off the top here, one's the heater matrix, one's to the top piece around the corner there. I'm gonna simplify that a bit. I don't like how a lot of them are push-on connections. Yeah, so as you can see down here, this pipe here in particular, it's I did have a bracket at the back there. It was welded on and it snapped off. And if you see what can happen if the pressurizes, that's just an O-ring. So yeah, all the water will push out. So we don't like that. It's just, you know, there's a potential failure there. So we'll eliminate that, and yeah, simplify the system. I'll keep this one here. This is just the one that kind of circulates between the engine, just to try and I think it's to warm it up faster. I'm not really sure, but we'll keep all that. It's obviously designed for it, and yeah, hopefully it all drains out, and then we can take this all apart. Ham sandwich. Oh, she's a good cook. Better than me, like. Just. Whew. I tell you what, that got messy fast. I ended up having to snap off the bracket itself, just because these pieces here have actually seized themselves inside the plastic. So yeah, the bolt started stripping and stuff, so I ended up just taking the hammer to it, snapping it off. I've got another one over there if worst case comes to it. But this type of thermostat, you can bolt straight onto the cover. So let's have a quick look at this here. As you can see down there, it's all off. I'm going to have to give that all a clean up. I don't think that's ever been off before. Yeah, I'm going to have to give it a clean up and the ceiling faces and see what it looks like with that housing just bolted up. Right, I've snuck in the house. Hopefully the missus doesn't see me do this. She'll go mental if she sees me test my car parts in the kitchen. But basically, we're going to be sticking these in to see when they open up. This one has 82 degrees in it, so even though it was like maintaining a temperature of 68 degrees in my car, it says 82 on it, and I would be happier if it was 82. But I do have another stat which is 82, so we'll stick that in and we'll see if, you know, this one maybe isn't 82 degrees.
One way, I believe, is to cook your thermostats to 120 degrees for 45 minutes and then let them in the steamer for a little while after that. Makes them nice and crunchy.
Thermostats for tea. So I've got the baby bath temperature gauge in there. So it's 69 degrees now. None of them are cracking yet. 70 degrees. Yeah, and I don't know if you can see that, but let's try to zoom in. You can see that starting to crack now around the edges. So that's cracking too early. 70 degrees that's cracking, and the other 82 one is not cracked yet. So 73 degrees now. Yeah, that's cracked open. So my thoughts were right. The 82 degree stat is not 82 degrees. It's 70 degrees. Yep. She's opened up. Right, so now we're coming up about 80 degrees, and this one started cracking now. So let's see if we can get this out, and you guys can see what I'm on about. See the air passing there off that rubber seal? Yeah, that's cracked now. So that's around about 80. We'll keep going. This one's 91 or 92. We won't be putting that one in. And as you can see, obviously, that's just fully open. So that one's never going to get up the temperature. These guys are supposed to be the same, eh? That's the one that came originally in it, and this is the one that I'm probably going to stick in instead. There you go. There we have it. I've stuck a couple of new fittings in there because I'm going to use this one to feed up to the top side, and then I'm just going to stick this thermostat inside here. Hopefully it all fits, and then offer it up to the block, and yeah, that's all there is to it. Oh, my little darling, she's sleepy. Sleepy darling. So yeah, what I've done now is put the thermostat housing back on and tightened everything up. So it's there, it's a simplified version. I just need to get some pipe. I've got some pipe up at the desk, but I'm probably going to have to go to Screwfix to get some Jubilee clips. Right guys, so where we're at now is this sort of auxiliary one comes up from the top port down here, and I've stuck a T in here which then comes and goes into the heater matrix, and same from this one here. As you can see off the swirl pot, the angle I've got this pipe coming off, you can imagine the water's coming here at swirl in this direction, which will help feed water into the heater matrix itself. And then natural convection will take the cold water out and down here and recirculate through the engine. I'm at a stage now where obviously this is a different angle, so this bottom radiator pipe I'm going to have to take off and then weld an extra piece on and around and back on itself, just so I can get that pipe connected up. So Hook. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. So that bottom pipe is now on. You see I welded it there, so I just need to put more of a bend on it and it goes down to the radiator. I've got all my other hoses in there. Everything fits nicely. Now we're going to get a jug of water and fill it up. Ooh, look at that. Nice and shiny. And this side as well. All clean up nice. Now what I'm going to do is throw the standard Honda gasket away and just use some silicone. Yep, a lot of folk are going to cringe with that. But I have a point, because this is the standard gasket here. And yeah, it may work in factory form, and if it was actually in alright condition. However, when I'd done the pressure test, it was leaking. So at least because it's two machined surfaces, I've cleaned it all down, everything's nice and flat. If I put some Honda Bond on, well, if it can seal sumps and stop oil we put out of sumps in the engine case itself, I'm sure it's going to stop a little bit of air escaping from the inlet manifold. Right guys, and there we have it. Inlet manifold's back on again. I'm going to let it dry overnight, so when I pressure test it tomorrow, I'll be able to see if that leaks have disappeared from the inlet manifold. So yeah, that'll do it for me tonight. I'm happy I've managed to sort out all the coolant system. It's not been draining any water, so I've not got any big leaks, which is always nice to see. Yeah, so next video we'll get on to installing the eBay tile style fucking blow off valve and fix that big hole in my intercooler. And we'll get another pressure test and we'll see if things have gotten any better. Anyway guys, appreciate it for watching, and we'll catch you next vid. Cheerio.